Hi, my name's Matt Kennard. I'm a fellow at the Centre for Investigative Journalism in London. This project is a general look at the penetration of private capital, corporations, financial institutions into the world of international development.
If you're a multinational corporation, there is a large and growing menu of options for how you can get involved in and profit off of aid and development programs. And many of the organizations that you might expect would be critical watchdogs of this trend are actually benefiting from it themselves. So NGOs like the big ones like the Oxfams and the Save the Children's are today on the forefront in many ways of this wave of new partnerships with some of the biggest multinationals. So, over the last 6 months, we've tried to follow both the high level conversations about bringing in the private sector to help work more with aid and development efforts, but also look into what this trend means on the ground. So, we've looked at the shopping malls and luxury property developments financed by the World Bank's International Finance Corporation. We've also looked at big partnerships between multinationals and aid groups on agriculture and food security in Tanzania. And we've looked at how some of the world's richest people and biggest companies are profiting from these trends. The concern is that this shift and a lot of this rhetoric about boosting the private sector in poor countries may be further cementing the dominance of multinationals based in rich countries at the expense of real gains for local industry and at the expense of real gains for the world's poorest people.
A big question is why these NGOs and development banks are allowing themselves to be used as conduits for some of the richest people in the world to enter new markets. And much of that has to do with that in the aftermath of the financial crisis of 2007, 2008, these organizations found their budgets massively reduced. And to make up the shortfall, they've turned to corporations and other private actors. They argue, on the whole, that it won't impact their operations on the ground. But what we found was that often there are conflicts of interest, and if not on an explicit level, the general structural changes that are happening in the world of development with this penetration of capital has had a big impact on what projects will be taken on and how projects will be viewed by the people that they're meant to benefit as well.